The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 236. NASDAQ is down 75. S&Ps are up 4. Gold contract down 15.50, trading at $16.90 an ounce. You got silver off 18 cents, $17.41 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 92 cents, $33.46 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now up 5 ticks, trading 139.03. 30-year up 10 at 179.09, and they've been trading sideways, folks, for almost 2.5 months now. King Dollar's up 179 ticks, trading 99.08. That came down hard yesterday. It's just basically treading water at this particular point. The euro is at 109. The yen is at 107.78. The British pound is at 122 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good morning. Gotta love you. Get up, right? S&P's 1% in the positive. The EU's gonna stimulate to the tune of $800+ billion, and then we get that little sell-off at the open.
We get that sell-off. That NDX 100 was talking about it yesterday. As one of the targets said, if we were playing poker, that would have been the tell yesterday when that NDX couldn't basically hold price. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, outstanding program. If you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, great platform. You're sitting on the website, hit the banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money each and every day. And as we commit and meet our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, it's the most wonderful time of the year again, Kevin.
Good morning, guys. Earnings are getting into the final month here of earnings as we get to June. So the names are starting to get a little thinner. Still some good names out there, though, but we're getting into, retail and things like that today. So there's still some good names out there, but these names aren't the Dow and the big Dow names and the big S&P names, but there's still a lot to do. Today, we're looking at Dollar General and Dollar Tree. So two really important names when you look at overall retail, very indicative of how the retail sector's doing, guys.
No, there's no doubt. It's interesting, Kevin. Yesterday, Tommy was talking about, that I was really surprised that we actually still had so many that were coming up. And it's almost like, because of the last couple months, I almost forgot about earnings. Do you know what I'm saying? Because It's like, okay, well, I don't think anyone's going to be making a lot of money. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's intriguing, man. That's right. Every quarter it doesn't stop, right?
Yeah, for the last 60 days, let's face it, you've had bigger fish to fry than worry about the earnings on one individual name. But they keep coming.
Oh, yeah.
And some of these will reflect problems with coronavirus. Some of them won't. And so, like I said before, this economy is moving towards some companies, Walmart's, Target's, Amazon's, and away from others. We'll see if Dollar General and Dollar Tree are part of the haves or the have-nots, guys.
Right. No doubt, man. No doubt. Hey, so talk to me about, I know, so folks, they TD Ameritrade, they have a whole TD Ameritrade network, right? And you're going to have basically a town hall this week, right? Is it this week or next week?
This Saturday, no, it's coming up this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. In the afternoon.
Okay.
And it's going to be Steve Quirk, J.J. Kinahan, myself, Oliver Rennick, all the people from the TD Ameritrade Network will be on answering questions and making presentations, all done online. But the last time we did this, just about a month into the coronavirus, we had over 1 million people watch.
Wow.
So amazing. It exceeded all of our expectations. So we're really excited to do it again. So we used to travel to different cities and do these presentations.
Yes.
Now, because of the coronavirus, we're doing them through our TD Ameritrade network.
So, Kevin, do we send them to TD Ameritrade? I'll get the exact. Is it TDAmeritradenetwork.com? Is that what we send them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly right. The same way they log on to the TD Ameritrade network, either through Thinkorswim or through the website, is the same way that they can look at the town hall on Saturday.
And that starts at the times again?
10 a.m. Central to 2 p.m. Central, so 11 to 3 Eastern.
Okay.
And
this Saturday, folks.
And I will, and Ben Lichtenstein will start off the program with about 40 minutes of presentation on where this overall market sits. And then we've got a whole day. We've got teaching things about the platform, giving platform demos. We've got a 30 questions in 30 minutes town hall with me and JJ and Steve Quirk. So that'll always be fun as we take questions from our customers. So it's a full day of education, the same way we would do it as if we were, there physically, but we're doing it through the TD Ameritrade network now, guys.
So cool, man. Now, you can see that, folks, what's so incredible about this? You can see that where the digital companies have won in the market. We can see that. The Amazons. And now you can see, just as you're saying, because you used to do this physically, and, of course, physically you can't get 1 million people into a room.
No. Right.
Pretty
so,
cool, man.
In some ways, these have gotten better.
Yes.
Where, if we were doing, a regional presentation somewhere, someone in another town couldn't do it. Now, each time we do one of these, you can be there and, get the latest and greatest information on the overall market. It's just a full day of education that we used to do regionally and in smaller groups, and now anyone who's a TD Ameritrade client, or even not, just a viewer of the TD Ameritrade network can log on.
Sure. Well, we'll get them over there. That is really cool, man. I mean, that's the day and age that we're in right now, which is so cool, man. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Yeah. And everyone saves so much time. You guys are saving time from flying. The people basically are saving time. And then, particularly on a Saturday, they can do something in the morning with their kids. They can do something in the afternoon. It's pretty cool, man.
Exactly. We'll get you in and out of there in a couple hours, and you can have the rest of the day to yourself.
You gotta love it. So, market-wise out here, the bulls and bears, man, they're fighting like crazy over this S&P. I mean, the NASDAQ, gave it up, NDX somewhat, but this S&P, man, they're fighting it out, man.
Certainly looks like they're rotating from some of the FANG stocks and the NASDAQ stocks into some of these other names. I mean, look at retail today. Look at, some of the airlines. They're all strong. They're rotating into the beat-up names and rotating, it looks like anyway, out of some of the high flyers.
Yeah, and it's going to be wild watching this shake out because the NASDAQ is such a tease that, like, the futures got to the lows of the all-time highs. So it's like, okay, man, is that the tease or is that the, retracement coming up and that's the test? And, what are we going to do from here? But when I was watching that yesterday, I'm saying to myself, this is amazing how it's crazy how just, if you look at the numbers, we're talking about that in the 3,000s, right? And it just whacks it and then just pulls back. You know what I mean? It's like, 9,000. So, wow. Well, listen, man, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the program. We look forward to the town hall on Saturday. And we'll talk to you tomorrow morning, Kevin.
Have a great day, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 295. Nasdaq is down 52. S&P's off 7.5. Let's go over to that gold market, Tom. So we take a look at gold, folks. So you're going to see this is pretty cool, man. I really dig it when it does something like this. And what we've done is this. So you came down really hard yesterday. And what I've seen is that if you come down hard and the volume explodes before the swing point, it's very hard to, bottom line, take the swing point out. And that's what I think we got happening out here today. Look at that volume yesterday. The volume yesterday, folks, was 313,000 contracts. We went from a price point of 1,737 to 1,700. Big number, no doubt. Today,
1,700 to the penny, too.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
Yeah, it is.
And then, so today, you know, the lowest swing is 1683. There's one at 1683. There's a bunch of them. 1676. Another one down there. It's a 1666. The first one, though, is at 1683. Now, what we've done here, folks, is this. You got down to 1684. You rejected it. And we're not going to do 300,000 contracts out here. So this is going to get really intriguing, you know, if this is going to be the rejection of the lower price. Now, my take is that it is, because what we have is that the gold contract as well as the equities were going higher when the dollar basically was holding. And the dollar's not holding right now. The dollar is building cause to try to break this consolidation. So a lot of action out here, man. You know? Yeah,
I mean, Kevin had mentioned it. Some of the stocks running are the ones that got hit, man. I mean, bank stocks just really run again. JP,
yeah.
It's like 2 straight days of 5 or 6%, man.
Yes.
Across the board on those, and then even the airlines, right? Like I'm just showing United's up 4.2, Delta Airlines is up 3.8. Love was up a lot yesterday. Love is up 3.4 again today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be intriguing. These bank stocks, man. J.P. Morgan in 2 days just went from 88 to 100.
I know.
It's like, okay. So, I mean, It has a high volume high here at 104. I think it wants to test it. But it's going to be intriguing that, okay, why are they buying bank stocks,
Oh, yeah. And in the same time, you had Amazon pull back $150 from $2,500 plus, to $23.76 right now.
Now, and I was listening to your program this morning. So this is something else, man, what Amazon... Not only what they did with I guess they bought a robotic company years ago, right? That now they got thousands of them.
Well, yeah, so I went over a couple. The headline story is that they're in talks to buy the autonomous vehicle startup Zoox,
right,
for anywhere between like $1 to $3 billion. And it just said in here, which I'm sure we were all aware of at the time, but they bought the warehouse robot maker Kiva Systems in 2012 for $775 million. That's a lot of money in 2012. And for some context here, folks, of where Amazon's chart was in 2012, you were trading at under $200 practically in the beginning of that year. So not quite, $1 billion on that acquisition. But man, maybe this story will be a similar deal, as they now have tens of thousands of those robots in their warehouses, and they plan to spend $60 billion a year for shipping costs by the year 2025. So I imagine, if you just have computers delivering everything, that will cut down on that cost. So they're thinking about investing in that startup, autonomous vehicles, man, for Amazon.
Yeah, and it would seem to me that we'll see what Tesla ends up doing, but that business there, meaning the industrial business,
yes,
seems that would be much bigger than the retail business. Return on capital, right? You get a robot working 24 hours a day, making something, versus me and you buying a $50,000 vehicle or something, right?
I mean, that's what I say for the long term of a company like Uber. If you think Uber's going to be around, if you think they're going to be around in ride sharing, and Tesla might be a huge competitor by that point, the landscape will change when you have self-driving vehicles from what it is right now. But I imagine Uber's going to be a player in that business, and imagine they have to pay no drivers anymore to take everybody around. Why split anything, in terms of with their drivers? It would be a remarkable shift. It's going to take 10 or 20 years probably. But you're right. I think that right away you're going to see the potentials where Amazon already you see whether it's just grocery cart-like computers, robots on sidewalks delivering types of things. A lot less risk with that, right? Just a 5 mile an hour cart delivering things. Meanwhile,
so picture this, right? You got an autonomous car comes up to you, right? It got arms out, disinfects the whole thing, wipes it down. Come on in.
I was thinking about that the other day, man, in terms of in between trips, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have a driver in the vehicle in between trips, well, yeah, you just, there's maybe it's UV too, right? The UV lights in terms of it's like you flash it with a light, you spray it with a thing, you wrap it.
They're going to flash it with a light. That's what they're going to do. No one's in it.
Yeah. Listen, it's everything in science fiction that I know of seems to be coming true, man, quicker than we all think. So,
listen, there's no doubt. Yeah. Man. And so if you just dream, folks, because guess what? Those dreams can come true, man. That's
one of the things. We'll jump to the next story too, but one of the things that was the AT&T CEO who just stepped down, Randall Stevenson, I think. He talked about one time in terms of the 5G network when you have instantaneous connection to everything.
Yes.
We can't even come up with right now. You couldn't come up with Facebook 20 years ago because you didn't know that everybody was going to have a phone on them and a camera on them or Instagram.
Right.
So there's going to be things that happen that we can't even think of the way our world changes, man. But the next story, which you were talking about as well, how about the PR team at Amazon deserving a bonus?
Yeah, I heard that.
And it makes sense, right? I mean, anybody can send out a press release about their company, include some great footage, include a script that reporters might want to use. And if the reporters use it, then kudos to the company. And Amazon was just such a headline maker that time is valuable. The reporters, instead of using their own commentary or anything, just used their script, used their backdrop, used the B-roll, and went with it, and had many stories talking about strikingly similar reports in terms of the headlines and how Amazon was delivering with health in mind and so forth. Pretty cool story.
So when you were reading that, right? So pitch this, folks. What that story is about is that the Amazon themselves, they make the footage, they write the text, they send it out, and they played it. When I was always on CNBC and Bloomberg a lot, I did the exact same thing, folks. One of the reasons that I was on there so much, because productions, we know it, Tommy, right? You do the production. Production's hard. Do you know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening, as long as it's a legit deal, folks, okay, the bottom line, I'd basically, send them bullets coming down so that the host on the other side could say, oh, this is awesome, man. Okay, put them on again.
You provide some content for, and, so some of the quotes they had in there, of course, millions of Americans staying at home are relying on Amazon. Very true. Very true, though, in many aspects, which is why the company is keeping its employees safe and healthy. That's quite a statement to add to everything. Of course, that, not that it's debatable, right? But that's been a topic of discussion, making sure that those employees, that's something that Amazon wants to make sure that they are in a good, positive light on. But just interesting to keep in mind, because you don't always think that Amazon is providing literally the script that your local newsman is reading you about that company. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We'll have those oil numbers for you. Yeah, this afternoon, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get a rocket ship taking off with some astronauts.
I don't know if we get those oil numbers with the Monday holiday. We'll check it out.
We don't. Yeah. Okay, Tommy and I come right back.
Hey folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charted software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
back, folks. Dow's up 245. Nasdaq is down 80. S&P's are flat. And Disney. So Disney's going to be the next one up here, trying to get their parks opened. And is it both California and Florida, Tom?
So this one talks about Walt Disney World Resort.
Okay.
So Orange County officials for reopening Walt Disney World. Disney needs approval from the county and then from the governor before Walt Disney World can reopen. But the stock is basically from what it said, because it was interesting, right? That story last week that you got a pop on the news that they were thinking about opening. Yeah, it was last Wednesday. I have it up on my chart now. You trade from 117 to 120 when they got initial plans that with Universal they were going to submit a plan. Then it was like, oh wait, no, they're not. But nonetheless, we're still at 121. But we just dropped $3, man. Talk about some volatility, sitting at about 120 for Disney.
Yeah. Now the cool thing is, right? If you look at Disney, folks, okay, Disney's back to April of 2019. That's not bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the higher range. That's my point more than anything, folks. Anything over 120 is the higher range again. So, and I suspect, Tom, that they're going to get, as much business as they can handle at the very beginning, because you can just tell walking around, people are cooped up, man. They want to get out safely, but I can picture. If I had a young kid, man, if I were young, I'd throw you on my shoulders. Let's go, man.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Yeah, well, they're going to open, I don't know, Shanghai opened with 30% capacity. Maybe you're going to see something with 25, 30, no more than, I'm sure, 50%, but that's still going to be tens of thousands of people in the park. I guarantee that they're going to be sold out. Can't guarantee it, but I imagine so, man. A lot of people, even within the state of Florida, if you talk about Florida, you talk about Disney World, Disneyland, locals, even, ourselves, man. One of the great perks is we get all these places, a lot of Disney pass holders, right? I have Busch Gardens. I'm sure they're going to be dealing with a similar deal. Yeah, I imagine they're going to have some business, man. And that acceleration, which I always talk about from a long-term fundamental perspective on Disney, right, that week, that dates back to the announcement of the details of that Disney Plus streaming app. When the whole world found out it was going to be $6, and they were going to undercut it, right? They were going to include their entire library, and that they were going to bundle it with ESPN and with Hulu for like $13, which I am a subscriber of as well. And you know what's interesting, man? Last night I watched some Star Wars. I did. I haven't watched the most recent one, so I'm going to go through all 10 of them. But that's part of. And then you have the run up when they actually launched the streaming service from 130 to 150. So it was always remarkable to me that it would be anywhere near under that level when you didn't even you go back to a world where the world didn't even know what you were going to price it. We didn't know what it was going to be. And the world we're in right now is that it's $6 or $7, and they've got 60 or 70 million subscribers probably at this point.
And they should.
Yeah.
That's a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah. If you're forward looking, a year, 2 years, I always think, Disney has Disney fanatics, man. Their brands are everything. Marvel, Star Wars on top of it, let alone Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, the whole deal. And those are never going away, man. And content's king. And they have 70 million subscribers. So,
And I think all of us know Disney fanatics. I mean, my cousins, right? Joey and Peter, right? So picture this, folks, okay? Growing up in South Boston, right? You're lucky if you could get to Disney ever. But bottom line is that we all broke out and made it and all that. And I have two cousins, right? And this is so funny. Like, picture this. I'm going back 30 years. They bought like one of the first condos there, because they go so many times a year.
Nice.
And the last time I saw them was like about 6 months ago, and they're still going. Okay,
gotta do it, man.
So it's pretty cool. It really is, because now they're talking about their children and their grandchildren. So now they're really psyched, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
It's a great experience. We're lucky to have it, man. I go over there, whether it's that Disney Springs area. They have a lot of great restaurants. You can walk around. They get fireworks. They get everything. It's a great perk. To be in this state. Yeah.
So the NQs, man, this is pretty heavy, folks, okay? Let's go take a look at these NQs, because this is the ultimate tease. I said in the den this morning, we were talking about it, and it's going to be really intriguing in a few weeks, folks, to see whether this is going to be the classic testing of a high, and it just can't handle it. Because what you have is this. If you're watching Tiger TV, you're going to see yesterday we hit 96.04 in the NQs. These are the futures, okay? And the low of the high is 95.46. So we got into the bar, couldn't handle the bar, and it's just going to be really weird, man. If this is like the test of the high, and you really do get a decent correction. Because look at that run. I mean, you're talking about a run, folks. March 23rd, you're at 66.28. And, you know, you went up 3 days, you built cause for 5, and then it just never stopped, you know.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty wild. And then what we will find out today is this, is that the S&Ps, they're fighting like crazy on the S&Ps, man. I mean, we're down $6 right now. And what we have just done, which is very dangerous, is that we just broke 29.83. No, maybe we didn't do it yet. 29.
Yeah, we're just coming into that area.
Well, we're just coming into it. Okay, so this is the number, folks. You have a high volume low yesterday at 10 minutes at the 4 coming into the market. You break that high volume low, and what we would see next is 29.52. So that's 30 points lower, and it's challenging this baby right now. It's going to need, let me see. We're only at, what's that, 6 minutes. Yeah, you're going to need more volume. Because that's a big volume spike.
That was a crazy volume bar at the end of the day yesterday.
That's a good volume spike, right?
Yeah.
So, but my take is, folks, that it's actually going to get a little nasty out here today, because what I've found is this, and I understand, you know, people talk about rotation and all this. Well, to me, like, it's rotation. What, you're going to rotate out of the best stocks into the worst stocks? I don't buy that deal. I buy the deal that the smart money is basically have been in these high flyers. They decide they're going to sell something because, I mean, imagine if you bought some of these close to the lows. I mean, that kind of money you just don't make. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
You know.
And to your testament, man, it's not as if there's a cyclical deal where everybody's going to go to Amazon and then they're going to decide to go back to
why
JCPenney and Macy's. You know, it's
exactly.
Like
it's like, really?
You know, they're not going to cycle out of Microsoft Teams. You know, they're going to be in Microsoft Teams for the duration, man.
Yeah.
Now, they might be priced a little bit high when you're exceeding all-time highs and record, and we don't know what's going to happen in the next 6, 12 months, whatever it is. But again, the same thing I'm saying even about Disney, man. These companies, the world has changed, and technology is here, and working from home's here, and, you know, all that stuff. It's here right now.
Listen, I was showing a house yesterday. So picture the houses that I build, folks. They have main houses, then they have carriage houses. Sure enough, as soon as I get off here, I get 2 or 3 that really serious buyers for a couple different houses. And guess what? Every one of them, man, office. They're converting the living space in the back. They want an office, and then they're taking one of the garages for an office. So this has changed like really quick, really fast, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really fast. Pretty amazing.
How about we jump to those mortgage applications since you're talking about that? Then do you see that a 9% spike from a year ago out this morning?
Exactly. No, it's you know, there's there's winners and there's losers, and space, I would say that there's no doubt that space itself and dirt, there's only so much of it. It really is. And now in this case, if we have companies subsidizing people to have offices, that's a whole nother ball game, man, you know?
And they should. Think about how much less space they should really have to have as they shut down some of those workspaces.
Right.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We get our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestack, coming up. Dow is up 170. NASDAQ is down 117. S&Ps are off 9. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow right now up 104. NASDAQ is down 154. S&Ps are off 18. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kegstad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy every trading day, folks, at forex-trading-unlock.com. And bottom line, Teddy Kegstad, what's going on, brother?
Well, it's a shortened holiday week, and you know how I feel about those weeks.
Yeah. Well, that being said, you get some currency movement, right?
Well, we do. I think that in some of your lesser currency crosses, you got your U.S. dollar Canada and your U.S. dollar Mexican peso that kind of hit extremes today, and the dollar bounced back. The dollar started this week under pressure, after the holiday. It's always tough when you have the currencies, they open on Sunday night, and they really didn't open up in the U.S. until Tuesday morning. Yes. So that's a lot of volume, even if the rest of the world is active, but right now, that's where you see the trending. Like the dollar, if you look at the dollar index, it's going sideways. So that's a hard gauge. But we saw the Mexican peso, now it seems like has hit probably a nice short-term low. We'll see how it closes out. We're coming to the end of the month. So I think that where we've had the dollar under pressure since last week, and especially over the past couple sessions going into today, I think we're going to get a little bit of relief. So we're not really going to end up, I think, with much of a net change on the week. Okay. I think we're going to start to see the dollar's strength come in.
So when you say end of the month, the treasuries, do they have to kind of balance out their treasuries at the end of the month? Is that why it's a little bit different in currencies at the end of the month?
Well, no, there is a little bit of a variable there with the interest rates. Of course, we know the interest rates aren't going anywhere right now. If anything, especially if I don't think anyone's gonna be unloading any of that kind of, if that's in their portfolio. So, and I think when it comes to the dollar, like you look what just happened with the stimulus with the EU. That's a big piece of news to come out in a 4-day week for us, to digest, and then we're also coming into expiration for the futures, so as we're heading to a rollover, and the spreads, I think, are going to start to get a little goofy, because your volumes in that turnover is going to start to impact your tighter markets. So I think the euro, the pound, and the Swiss, especially because of what just happened, I would not expect very much of a move. I mean, the British pound U.S. dollar, it's been wedging. If you look at that chart, if anyone trades that, it's coming almost down to where it looks like it's a wedge that's getting so tight. Eventually, just by attrition, it's going to come out of it, either to the upside or downside. But that doesn't mean you're going to get a move. Now there is something I think that we should look at as we close out the week. The British pound may actually start to find some big weakness coming in. Because if you look at the crosses like the euro versus the Swiss, it's been trending lower for the past few months, and especially in lieu of the coronavirus trade. But the way it sparked upticked over the past couple of weeks, it looks like we could possibly get a buy signal for the euro versus the Swiss. So it's like when we talked about a couple of weeks ago. I think when it comes to the forex trades, you have to look at the different cross rates versus just dollar cross rates,
right?
Because you're not going to see the dollar is stabilized now versus the euro. The dollar is stable versus the Swiss. Now, you love the yen. That thing has become such a flat line. I mean, only range traders are making money in that market. There's no way you can be, if you're buying or selling, it's going nowhere.
Sideways the whole time. We've been the yen, you can make the case, folks, we've been yen since March 30th, really, right? We had a nice little dip getting strong on May 5th and 6th, but bottom line, I can see that, right? Interesting.
Right. Now, what you can see is also like in some of your outlier ones, like I think the U.S. dollar Canada, especially if it settles positive today after making a new move low, I think you might have a short-term buy there where you'll see dollar strength there.
Okay.
And then also Australian dollar versus the dollar and New Zealand dollar versus the dollar, they just spiked up into a new high today. So they may be at the upper end of that range looking for a short-term correction. I'm not saying a turn, but I think if you're going to see dollar strength, it's going to come versus those currencies. You're not going to see any action, I don't think, versus the euro, the pound, or the Swiss, but the Aussie, the New Zealand dollar, and especially the peso and the Canada, I think you got a little bit of an edge. And then there's one sleeper trade out there. I don't know how much you guys have been paying news to what's going on with Turkey and all the flybys in the Aegean Sea and stuff like that. But the U.S. dollar, Turkish lira has had a big correction over the past few weeks. And it was very stable over the weekend, and then it spiked yesterday. And it started to bounce back today. And I think that as Greece comes back online with their tourism and stuff like that, they come back. They're already open to their own public, but this weekend they open to the world. They're opening their borders again and opening up tourism. If you have Turkish jets flying over tourist spots on these islands, that's going to start to raise tension. And they've been harassing fishing boats, and that's been going. The Greeks and the Turks have had their thing forever, but now you have Turkey over the past week that has flown over Iraq, Greece, Egypt, Libya, and invade. And then their boats, their military vessels have been harassing fishing vessels and things like that. So, things just don't look well going. They're not going well over there, and I think that could be a powder keg. So you might see still another big move with the dollar. I wouldn't want to be short that market, that's for sure right now.
Well, that visualization you just gave us, laying on the beach, man, with a couple F-18s coming over would be pretty intense, man.
Could you imagine? I mean...
No,
right?
No. Seriously, man. Unreal. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting, man. I mean, that dollar... As the euro, the euro's having a tough time at 110. It went up there again today. Mm-hmm. It's teetering at that line as our dollar's teetering at this 99, right? I mean, so it's going to be like, okay, they haven't broke yet. That's the real bottom line. So we'll see where this baby shakes out. Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Well, listen, man, you have a great week, a safe week, and we look forward to speaking to next Wednesday, Teddy.
All right, me too. You guys take care.
Thank you, man. Have a great one. And folks, you can reach Teddy every trading day at forex-trading-unlock.com. So, Tom, they're still selling this baby down, man.
Better talk quick, man. We're a solid 2% off the highs we had, even since 8:45 a.m. this morning. We were trading at 3,030. We're now down 29.69, more than 60 points, and seems to be dropping pretty quick, man. These are 15.
Yeah. And we did break the number we're looking at, folks. We broke it with conviction. So next stop on the S&P is this 29.50. And, you're at 68. It won't take much to get there, by the way, too, folks. Because what happens, and we talk about this a lot, when you have basically a dogfight like this, this dogfight been going on 2 days now, and the Bears just won. That's on a short-term basis. And when that happens, the bottom line, most of the time it just falls apart and gets down there quick, and then they'll have another fight, So they move down the block, bang it out again.
What's happened too is just the volatility is so extreme, man, that drop off is so harsh. We just went from 60, 65 S&P points, but when you put it on a daily basis, look how remarkable it really is, man. The bar we have today compared to the bars on this chart, man. You have S&P charts, bars that are 180 points on April 6th, and we're right near this 3,000 mark. So in context, not the move you want for sure, but you had to expect something like that, man. In terms of, even if you're a bull, you just went from 2760 in 2 weeks. To above 3,000.
3,027, I know.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come back. We have the Dow. The Dow is up at 24. Nasdaq's down 185. S&Ps are up 25. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam! The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 77, Nasdaq's up 164, S&Ps are off 20. And coming up tomorrow, folks, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he's going to be doing a webinar for his subscribers. Real easy to be a subscriber. You come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Let's see. He's going to be reviewing Basil's favorite technical tools that have produced strong gains in 2020. So
that's right, man. He's going to be in there for 90 minutes right after your program tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time, 4 till 5:30. You can sign up for the opening call. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You'll gain access to the archive. Basil's got 5 or 6 different archive webinars that are in there for subscribers as well. Feel free to check those out. But tomorrow night, live for 90 minutes. I look forward to that webinar. Check it out on the front page at TFNN.com.
And it's real easy, folks. So you just you'll see it right in the featured content. You just hit subscribe. Bottom line, it's $128 a month. And it's a 30-year money-back guarantee. So the bottom line, you're going to get a great newsletter. You'll be in the archive. I mean, you'll be in the workshop tomorrow, folks. And you'll be rocking and rolling all month. And there's no doubt, market-wise out here, folks, we got a market. Let me show you something on the NQs, folks. This is pretty cool. So the NQs, they're back like 9 days ago, and they're trying to they're going to fill this gap. They're filling the gap right now from 9 days ago. I know what I got to do. I got to put that's what I'll do. I'll put up the Qs because you can't see the futures because the futures trade 24 hours a day. But watch this. This is pretty cool. And my take is we're going lower, but that's what it's doing right now. Look at this. So the Qs, the bottom there was 223.33.
Yeah, that weekend between May 15th and 18th.
Pretty wild. Stay right there, folks. We have Think and Swim coming up next. Then we're on man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.